second screen here. It'll only take me 1 second. Just about on. There we go. Welcome back. This is the first series of my No Man's Land build, and we've got 5 fields at the moment. There we go, we're on now. I just got to put the second screen on. There we go. Okay, we're rolling. So yeah, today we're going to put down the main street, which we've already painted the main street here, which stops right here. So main street is done. We're going to branch off up this way, and in this area here, we're going to put the town. It's basically just going to be a big sort of loopy horseshoe. And this is going to be the fuel center. So we're going to start putting the fuel center down first. This will have the workshop and all the different fuels, and then we're going to cut this road up here and probably angle across, because this is a bit hilly from here. And so we'll probably follow this a little bit, maybe out here a little bit further, and out to about here, and then we'll cut it back down to the main road. And all this in between will just be mainly like all the shops that we sell to, and the industrial area. I'm thinking about putting it down here somewhere. So all we've got at the moment is our first cattle farm. We'll have a little look over the top. So we've got our fields. This is a grass field here. We've got 3 fairly decent sized fields. This is the second one, and there's our biggest field at the moment, which is just down the back. I'm building it realistic, so we're going to have bush and all that. This is not finished. These are just a skeleton of what it's going to become. So it's just, as I'm building the map, I'm sort of putting skeleton things down of so I don't forget what it is that I was doing. All these areas that did have bush in it are all going to be replanted and reseeded, but in the trees that I want it to be as Australian as I can. It's an Australian build. These aren't eucalypt trees, but they're the closest I can get to them with the trees that are available in game for consoles. So that's all we got at the moment. We've got ourselves a nice little water source here. We've got our shed. We haven't got our equipment to put in there just yet, and we're not quite ready to put down any cattle yet, but that's our first cattle pen. We've got to wait on we've sown the grass seeds, so that's this one here and this one to the right. So we've got 2 grass fields, which is going to be enough to sustain the cattle that will go into this pen. And we can get our silage here. Once we get our silage and grass, we can flip the grass, turn that into hay, and we'll be able to make our TMR. So we're not quite ready for any of that. The roads aren't painted in yet. This is, like I said, just a very skeleton, basic outline before I go ahead and complete it all. So there's no fencing, there's no nothing yet. It's just, if you want to build a good map, one that you're going to play on for a very long time, you've got to spend time on it. I've cut a couple of roads in, but not a great deal. This one goes around the property. It's going to go up and around. I'm going to have some beehives just sitting in here, but I need to bush it out as well, so I need to make it a bit bushy. I'll see if I can get up the hill here, and we'll have like an overview from top of the hill. Like I said, it's only very skeleton at the moment. So that's pretty much what we've done. That's about 7.5 hours so far. So the last time I built No Man's Land, I was on it for 78 hours before I was completed. But I had ruined it because there was I used too many slot counts and the FPS couldn't handle it. So I'm a lot more aware this time of what I can and cannot do. So As you can see, there's the main road. We've sealed it. We've sealed the main road all the way from the shop, and that leads out to the top farm, which is all the way up there. As you can see, that road goes up there. We haven't infilled any of it yet, but basically this is just the main road that cuts the map into two, as if you're coming into town. So we're going to start cutting our road in up here. The first thing I do, so I don't make too much of a mistake, is I just put a dummy marker down of grass, and then I get the shape that I want. So we're going to cut up here pretty much dead square. I'm going to keep cutting up here, and now we'll go across this way to try and get off the edge of the hill. Are we already off the edge of the hill? We have to come this way. I think we'll go this side of the bushes actually. So this is why I cut it with the grass painting tool at present, because any mistakes can be fixed up quite easily. So the big secret to not letting your FPS drop out really badly is to make sure that you've spread everything out as don't have a lot of slot counts all close together, because that will just destroy the FPS, and it's just not fun playing when your FPS is really playing up badly. It's just not fun at all. So I think what we'll do is we'll continue with our sealed roads like this. I'll get them as square as I can, but as you know, this game runs off grids, and it's very easy to run off the grid, just like that. But we can always fix it up. The dirt roads don't matter too much, but these sealed roads do, so that's why I paint the edges of them. Let me bring that to there. It's already playing up a bit. There we go, we've just buggered that up. It's really difficult to do anything on here, so like when it comes to trying to stick to the grid lines, it's extremely difficult. So I've just put an access road in and out, and then we can fill the streets in as we continue to build the city centre. It's mainly just all the selling points that I'm going to put into this section. So, alright. So now we can fill in here with other roads that cut in and loop around and whatnot. So what we are going to do is use our dirt road now. And we're just going to do the edges. And this will help sort of make the sealed road not look so sort of jaggedy. Just take your eye off it a little bit. It just kind of helps. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is going to branch off straight ahead to a dirt road, which this will be, and I'll show you why. Okay, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself just as yet, but this is going to be dirt road. We're going to cut it up here. This road's going to lead us up to towards the top of the map. Going up on a bit of an angle. Now we can square it out, and we're going to go between these rocks here just to split through. And we can angle this way. And we can take that up as far as we want. The idea I did have is to run this down around the edge of the border. Cutting downhill now. And we can angle around. And we're going to go up top of the hill, which we hit this little divot here, and then we can arc it around, and we're on top. And then we can run the road along the top. We can do whatever we want up here. So that can be for a later episode, but it's just going to let us use all of the map. Given access all the way around is a pretty cool thing to do. I'm going to go back and finish the town off. With these dirt roads, I usually use the forest ground, and actually we'll go one more larger. And this is what I like to do to use as the edge, just to break up the grass from the dirt road, and it just looks a lot better when you do both sides. It just sort of more defines the road. So I'm not going to do that this episode. I'll do that off camera. It's rather boring watching someone do a whole deal of painting. I just quickly did that. There's a bit that I missed, but you can see it just gives the road a bit more definition. It looks a little more realistic than having all this really long grass just up against it. So there we go. We will cut in. We've got to curve that. Yeah, not really. I think we'll... That's a bit better. Just take that corner out. And we'll go on the dirt road. We've got this outline already done. So we will continue from here. Get the roads done first, and then you can build from that. Would be my advice. So the road does cut in a little bit more here. Go back over to the tar. Yeah, there's a bit of mucking around sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. Like I said, if you're going to keep the map and play on it for a long time, why not spend the effort? Now, if you make a little mistake like this, the best advice is to use the paintable grass, the green one, and then go to plants and just put the bush back down, and then you can just go. Christ. Then you just go about your business and fix it all up. And since we're here, okay, we're going to use this size. Okay, let's go from here. So we've got our main road that cuts through. Christ's sake. Got our main road that cuts the map into two, which runs east-west, and this is a dedicated shopping area. I'm going to put a lot of little farms and houses for the NPCs, so just to give it a little bit more realistic kind of feel. Chop that out. Alright. It takes patience. But like I said, if you're going to spend a lot of time on a map, then why not do it properly, and you can play on it and really enjoy it for the duration that this game will last. I mean, it's only just come out, so I've still got 3 years, I would say, about 3 years still left before they even think about doing another game, if they do. Personally, I'd like to see Giants with some sort of competition, so that would make Giants do a little bit better, because I know the potential hasn't been reached with this game yet. It's already a pretty amazing game, but the potential hasn't been reached. And if they had competition, I'm sure you'd see Giants really put their head down and do some really amazing stuff with this game. For what it is, it's already great, but it just could be really something special if they applied themselves a little bit more. But until there's competition, don't expect much more than what we get. We should have had an anti-collision camera built in to this game already, but they didn't do it. Giants didn't do it for some reason, so I'm still waiting on one of the awesome modders from the game to bring out a anti-collision camera for console. Very disappointing that Giants didn't just have that as a natural part of the standard game. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's one of the most frustrating things about this game is the collisions. Really is frustrating and annoying. Okay, so how are we going to look at this? We should probably do a cut-through road here. So I think we'll do that first. We will make a cut-through road here. And we'll cut through here. Oh, it's very difficult to keep this in a straight line. Very difficult. Did we succeed in any type of way? Sort of, kinda. And then we'll also put a snaky sort of one through this way. Try and get this square. And then we'll angle across. And then we'll square it up here. Alright. That gives us plenty of workable area. And it should work out fairly well. Now we're just going to fill in the edge of the road. Like I said, it's fiddly, but it's worth it. I think Elm Creek is a really good map. Elm Creek's fantastic. As for the rest of the maps, I don't enjoy them, which is why I've always done my own maps with FS19. No Man's Land. I've built this map so many times, so many different ways. And I continue to do that with FS22 because I don't like the way they make their maps. Some of them look great, but there's always so many problems with maps. Some of the newer maps that came out last week, you can't put pigs down, you can't put chickens down. They've got sale point for eggs, they've got sales point for wool, but it doesn't let you put the pens down. You keep saying collides with this or that, and there's nothing around it. So there's always problems with maps that some of the modders do. I don't really see many issues with the blokes that have been modding from before FS19. Most of those guys are, well, we all know who the really good modders are, don't we? And they always do it. They never release a mod unless it's right. They you know, I don't want to turn it into a bashing of modders or anything kind of session, but I do want to be honest about it all. And I just find that some of the modders put mods out there, including maps, that really are B grade, second rate, and you can tell they haven't put any time or effort into it, and it's very disappointing, very disappointing. Yeah. All these little mistakes I've made here, I'm going to come through and fix all of them up. I'm not going to do it right this second, but like I said, if I'm going to play on a map for the next 12 months to 2 years, then I'm going to have it right. I'm going to have it so I can really enjoy it. So there we go. Doesn't take very long. It's not perfect, but it will be as we build it. So the biggest thing we've got, the tallest building we've got, is the warehouse, and I'm going to put the warehouse in here. But because it's the biggest one, I'm probably, I don't even know if it'll fit in here. All this is uphill. It's a warehouse. You know, I could probably put the warehouse over here. I could probably get away with it here. This is fairly flat. I think that might be the way to go. And we can have the entry exit from here. Okay, I'm going to do that. We'll just get the same size road. We're going to come out square. And then we're going to have a bend in the road. And then we're going to take this straight up. And we're just going to stop there just for now. This is going to be the main distribution centre, so it's a very big building. But it's one of the best buildings in the game. I like these English sheds, they're all really cool, and I love these ones. These ones are fantastic. They are crazy. Here it is here, pallet warehouse. This is going to give a lot of realism and a ton of fun, an absolute ton of fun. Loading and unloading your own trucks and vehicles. Let me just see where everything is. That's the loading bay, that's the side, that's the back. They're the two sides. Okay, so we've got road frontage there. We want to have it squared off as much as we can between the two. We'll probably square it off with here. And now we need room at the back without going into a hill. It's so hard to put anything down when it comes to console. It's very difficult. Okay, here's the back, all the docks. Very good. Forklift side entrance. Okay, very good. Lovely. Now that's just going to stay there for now. We're not going to do any more work on that just yet, but we are going to put a supermarket here. And that supermarket, this is going to be its holding for that, but whatever. So we'll go back to our paint. We're just going to go to sculpting and make sure that this is all going to stay flat. This is very crucial that all this here stays flat, and we're going to need room to get the semi-trailers
room to back in and out, so we're going to have to cut into the edge of this mound here a little bit, which is fine. We can make that look really cool and fairly real. You go to there, and we'll just make sure all this is all flat around it as well. It's crucial that these big expensive buildings that we get the ground around it very flat. This is a very flat part of the map anyway, so it shouldn't matter a great deal. Just open this side up a little bit further. So there we go, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just make sure the road is flat as well. So there we go, okay. Well, since we're here, we may as well do some work on it. We may as well. Painting. First thing, this won't stay like this. You put your main colour under it first, and then you blend it out. So we'll just take that to there, which will be the edge of the road. I'll actually take this up just a little bit higher. Go. And then we'll run it down here. We'll just stop it there for now. That's the road frontage, so it pretty much is the decoration. What we will do here, let's just put our road outline in now. I actually wasn't going to start with this, but spur of the moment. Okay, now what we need, I'm not sure if this is where it is, but we'll find it. We need the way stations. I think the way stations are here, I'm sure they are.
where the hell are the way stations? Where are they? Where are they? So these are the ones that I'm going to lay down anyway. I swear it was under decorations. I'm going to have a look one more time. Doesn't look like it now, does it? Not a silo. Jesus Christ. Trying to find things is rather difficult at times. I thought it was in container. It's not here though. How big is this shed, just out of curiosity? Yeah. Okay. Those are just only tools. Ah. Large weighing station. Will we use that one? We'll use the other one. I think we'll use this one. It's a little bit more realistic. Let's put that. Let's put that. Let's put it square at least. That's what I don't like about it. You can't get this bloody thing square. Most of these. So we're going to come down. We're going to drive through, and then the trucks can either wrap around and then back on the dock, or they can continue down here and then come back up as a one-way. So I think we might put that there. I'm going to go across the paint. We're just going to paint this in now while we can. Just paint all this in just while we can at the moment. I do all the bushes and decorations myself, so I like to make sure I have as much room as I possibly can. Means I have to do a little bit of repainting of some of this, but you know, this is all fun. This is part of all the fun of it. Okie dokie. And we'll go across to here. And we'll just repaint some of this. So we'll paint past it, and then we can
we can always pull it back when we're done. Alright. Cool. Curve that around a bit. I can bring that out a little bit further. Yep, that's better. Okay. Oh, it gets frustrating. We're going to use the big steel gates here. This is going to need to be protected. We'll put our gate across here, I think. No, we need the bigger one than that. That's this big bugger here. Maybe we don't put it on the entry exit road. We might have to. Yeah, before I do that, I'll complete the paint. And we'll just stop that there. We'll make this white. That's what I mean. It's very frustrating sometimes to try and paint and get it to look for sort of fairly decent, you know. It's very, very difficult. These places are big and their concrete is just massive amounts of it. Massive amounts of concrete. You know what, I'm just going to paint it all. And we'll come back and fill it in how I see fits. Oh, keeps angling me away. It really shits me. Alright. And up to there. Okay.
dokie. Go back to the white one. Now we come down here, please stay square. Oh God, this is so difficult. And now we'll run this down through here. It just doesn't let you do it, you know? It just won't let you do it. Oh God, it's frustrating. Christ's sake. There you go. I'm gonna just nick this corner. That's my dog. He has kennel cough. He's not well. We are coming from summer into winter right now, so every year he's an old dog. He's an old boy, and the change of temperature every year does it to him. It's like a dog cold. Yeah, the older the dog, the longer it usually lasts, though. Yeah, it sounds like there's something caught his throat. I know. You get used to it after a while, but yeah, it's pretty sad, really. It kind of sucks. He's on medication, but it doesn't help. Anyway, I'll go back to the build. We'll just continue building here. Alrighty. Well, he'll bark for a couple. He'll cough for a couple of minutes, and then he comes good. I put the blanket on him, but he kicks it off him all the time. No, he gets hot really quick. If I see him shiver, I'll put the blanket straight back on him again, of course. Alright, so we're going to come around here. We're going to stop that there. We'll stop that there. Run this down the centre here. It just won't work for me, you know. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Just has to fuck with you every time, eh? It's frustrating the way this game's programmed sometimes. Anyway, we'll get there. It's just whether we get there with sanity or whether we get there whilst going insane.
Okay. Alrighty. Now we're getting there. And what we'll do is we'll run grass along here first. Yes, I draw out, before I build a map, I always draw out what it is that I do a rough sketch of where I want the animal pens, I do a rough sketch of the road layout. Well, you have to, otherwise if you try and wing it all, you end up just completely off course. So you kind of got to like do some sort of, look at this shit, fuck me. This pisses me off. Fuck, it's an arsehole game, eh? Fuck, it is. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. The rest of this is fine. Nearly there. Alright. So we have our way in, we have our way out. I think I'll mark... Will I mark them white? I think I might. The docks, the dock bay area, that's the safety area in white. Stay clear. There we go. Oh God, it fucking frustrates me. Fucking arsehole. This one's a walkway. We'll just open this up here. I don't know if it's going to let me lay things down in here or not, but I sure would like to. I would sure like to see it allow me to do so. As in like lunch area for the people that work here. Oh God, this is just getting worse. I'm sure they've programmed it this way to really fuck with people, you know. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Alright, we'll also do the same here. We're going to have to bite this back out. Through here. Oh yes, I knew it was going to do that. Okay, we're going to put a walkway across here. Oh, I get so frustrated with this fucking game, you know. I really do. I get very fucking frustrated. Okay, we're nearly there. I think we should fence it. Actually, not fence it yet. I won't fence it just yet. I'm gonna get rid of that. Out to normal plants. I'll run some of that through there. Okay. Oh man, yeah, I do. I get really frustrated with this game, mate. I get really frustrated with it. I really enjoy it, but it really shits me at the same time as well. It shits me to pieces. It does my head in. It's fun, and then it's not fun. Okay, we're gonna stop that there. That's fine now. That's fine. We've got our in and out. It's only one way though, isn't it? It's kind of not cool. But it'll do. Of course, it's just going to fuck around now, isn't it? Because that's what the game does. It just fucks you over. Time and time again. That's what it does. It just fucks you over. That's way too big. Go across the plants again and probably put medium next to these. So less is more, in case anyone didn't know that. The less of something you put down, the more it catches the eye. Remember that when you're doing your painting and all of that sort of stuff. It's a good little tip. And we just run this through here, just like rough, because we want to break it up. Especially on this hill bit, we'll do more work on the hill bit there than anywhere else. So you just sort of run it along and just tap as you go. And we're going to go and get some dirt. And we'll use the dirt sort of like in between and around the grass that we just dropped in. So just sort of tap, tip, 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 you know, just as you're sort of flying along. Try and keep it fairly square. But it doesn't really matter because, you know, nothing in nature is square lined, is it? So you don't have angles in nature. So all you have to do now is just lay some plant down and do the fencing, and that will be the main warehouse done. So we've got the main road, we've got the warehouse, we've got our roads cut in here for the supermarkets and all the town shops. So that's all ready to go, and we've got our farm up the back. I probably think we should save it at the moment. We put a lot of work in just there. So grass should be growing by tomorrow. These should sprout up. Wow, the supermarket hasn't shown up on the map. Let's just have a little look around. So that's our farm at the moment, that's it. And we've only got a few skeleton trees around, so it takes a long time to build your own map, but if you spend time on it, you get it exactly how you want, especially since you spend hundreds and hundreds of hours of your real life. I'm going to go and take a cruise down here and see if we can open up the building before we continue putting down, take a dummy run before we put our fences up. The indicators don't work on this. It's a nice looking mod, but it's fairly rigid. Trucks will way in and way out, just make sure they're not stealing anything. And there we go, they can wrap around here, line up and back onto the docks. We've got a couple of shrubs up there. Does this open? It does. What about this? Oh my god, this is an awesome mod. This thing's cool. Don't tell me that'll open. Yeah, I didn't think so. Electricity box? No. Let me just turn this on for a second. I only downloaded this mod yesterday, so I haven't never placed it before. Oh, this is so cool. I don't want to go inside yet. We'll open these dock doors up soon enough. Oh, you bloody ripper. This is going to be so cool, man. I might put some parking along here. It might even just put some dummy pallets out there. Not too sure yet. I like to have a look from above. Nice. It's a shame we haven't got a mod that... Have we got lights in here? L3? No. The dock door's open. That is so cool, man. What a great mod. What a great mod. And then you open the dock leveler. Oh my god. That is just gold. Yes. Oh. Let's get a forklift. We'll get one of each just in case. And that one, why not? Just to we've got to find the light switch. That's to close the gate. Wonder if this will be a freezer section. We could use it as one. I don't know where the lights are though. I'm hitting L3. Nothing. This really is incredible. This is a mind-blowing mod. It really, really is. This is so cool. Looks like these are our lights. Yes. Wow. I'm going to check out who modded this. This is fair income awesome. This was roleplay at another level. I'm just going to open everything up. But obviously, when I'm going to use it, I'm going to have the place locked down because it's. I mean, you could have this as ambient dry goods all out here, but this doesn't have a door that you could close it off and make it like a freezer room for all the freezer goods in there. But nonetheless, this is fantastic. It's incredible. Let's go. I think I'll put the fences and gates up now too. I think I shall do that. And just while that's on drive, I don't want any more money, because then there's no fun playing the map. You get just enough money just to get your standards built, get your farm kind of just up and running, and then you complete the rest of the map by farming it. We're going to shortcut through here, and then I'm going to complete the I'll complete the map. So the white is the kind of walkways and driveways, docking areas and the way around it. And the grey bits are kind of safety zones. Man, that's a great mod. That really is. This is fantastic. And it fits. Ah, you whittle whipper. That's so cool, man. That is so cool. It's oh, I don't want the forks dug in there. No, we're not going to bring that down just yet. That's the electric one. Okay, no worries there. Construction. Let's finish this now. We'll put the gates up first to see what sort of plants and trees to put in. I can put these ones in though, so I think I'll do that first. Because I already know that these are the ones that I want to put in. had to do that extra on, didn't it? It just had to. This game just always has to fuck with you one way or another. It just always has to do something. It can't just be simple for you to use. It's always got to screw you. One way or another. It's just always got to be a bastard. Oh, you fucking prick. We're not going to use that one. I think we should put the gating up now. Let's just get a little bit of sort of usage area way through here. That's all the crap area, isn't it, you know? Okie dokie. We can do all that later too. Decoration, fences. I think we'll use industrial fences through here. They're right up the end. And we'll do our telegraph lines as well before we put the gates up. So we want power. Here's our power box. We'll bring this guy in. Come on now. Oh, that's the end cap. I don't care for the end. Go. Just don't put a post down on the driveway like that. That's not what we want. And we'll just run that to the edge of the road. Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. We'll get this across the road. We will have power this side of the road, so it's important to, and it's this road that the power lines will go up. So do we run it this side or that side? That's the question. It's not going to let us get too far. There we go. We'll just leave that there for now. Okay. Now our main gate, this might be a bit big. And it's very big. We'll put it around the halfway marker, somewhere here, I guess. That's pretty damn close. And I think about there would be fine. We'll just make sure we get it nice and square. No good having it on a big angle, it just will look stupid. See, it's already on a bit of an angle, so I'm going to delete that. Now if you'll work with me, game, I'll work with you. Alright, I'm going to try and run it about square with this, sort of roughly. I just want to move it over just a fraction more. Okay, that's pretty good there. Okay, now we can run our panels. Oh, that was a gate. Here's our panels here. It's not going to let us run off that lock there. So let me open this gate first, because you can really make big mistakes with putting these gates down, and then it can ruin everything. So let's just open it up first before committing any further. Yeah, I think that'll go well. Let's just stand over here out of the way. And this will work out really good. And then we'll angle this. We'll leave a little bit of distance, right? So we should probably roll this one down first. Hopefully it's not going to cut into the road anywhere, which it doesn't. That's fairly straight. So we'll take this to here. We'll square this off. Square that off there. A bit up on the hill, but that's fine. That is perfectly fine. And we want to square this off. I'm going to come a little bit further past it, and then we can I haven't got a guide. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Be good to me, damn it. Really? Really? Is that how the game's going to carry on, is it? I see. Okay, so we squared up here, and we'll demolish this bit, and that bit. Okay. Probably cut that off there. Take that last piece out as well. You son of a bitch. Okay, we'll continue that with the normal roads. We've got to make sure this is secure through here. So we'll square it. Bring that back in. Let's just put a little curve on that, just to make it just look a little bit better. And it's squared off, beautiful, rightio. Okay, that's the whole border done. So now security's in. We don't need these big steel gates anymore. So now we'll trade them for some bollards. Yeah, these docks are on a bit of an angle, aren't they? So we have to. We won't actually do that. No, not yet. We've still got to see how it operates. See, I don't want to do any safety stuff in here yet. I think I'll just continue with these gates here. These are standalones. I don't think they'll look any good here. Yeah, nah. Could do some hedges though. That might look fairly nice. These are a bit small, are they? Bit small. I know these will be too big. Well, they do run with the size of the gate though, so we'll put them ones here. Ah, you bastard. Oh, these can be such a pain in the ass. And give you a collision now. I know I can get it a bit closer than that. Oh, it just won't fucking do it. Look, that's going to have to do. And we'll take this. Come on, please. Alright. Yeah, it's definitive. So we have the parking bay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Not a problem there. Put small hedging on the inside of this. If this line's straight all the way, and it is, and that's why I spend so much time dicking around making it perfectly straight, so it can just look good. Put a small hedging at the front here. I can't remember what side of the line I'll put it on. Yes. Outside. right to there, and we'll close it off. Alright. We'll put our trees and that in there now. Just before we do, because it's really hard, once you put trees in, you got collisions there, and it's a nightmare. So we do have wading bay through here. I just want to make it just a little bit better. And we can roll this from here, I think. Okay, so you can come down and then you can pull into your wading bay here. Yeah, that's alright. We'll use this as a liner. If there's trees here, doing this is 10 times worse than what it already is. I'm not going to run a boundary around there. This is only just for the parking bay, and just to make a definitive cut between the actual work area and the garden road frontage, and we'll cut that there, I think. Very good. Looks pretty good to me. Of course it's not perfect, but nothing is. I think I'll put a striped white line here. There we go. Yep, now we'll put our plants in. These front ones, that's your field grass, which is this, and then that one, and that one, and that one. You have 4 levels of these bushes: small, medium, large, and extra large. I'm not going to be using them as decoration in here though. Let's start at one area here. Let's start right here. Sporadic. Okay. Use some of these ones, I think, just to run a full boundary. A fence line down. How many do they? We'll run this around here. So. We'll get these ones now. We'll run them just in front between these two. And we'll get some real small ones up the front. Just before I do that, just want to fix this up here. These ones right at the front. Sort of different green colour code just helps break it all up. There we go. Now we'll put our trees out. Probably not going to put eucalypts in here, so I'm going to use something a bit different. Like, not these. Put that one in the corner. Same as that one. That one. Alright. This is the frontage, isn't it? So these can go up the back. And they can give some shade there. Some two big ones. When you put one at the front, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit big for the front. These big trees need a little bit of room for themselves. You could probably get one, but I don't want to. I changed my mind on that one. Are they too big? Yeah, we'll probably use these ones. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. We'll bring this out to the end here. Alright, cool. Very good. Not too bad. We have two of them's. This is road frontage, so kind of, you know, you don't want to block the building out in any way. Now we can go and put some eucalypts in, split them up in between. None on the road, because that's enough trees on that side. I'll put a few here though. And of course out the back. These are our big ones, there they are. It's a bit small. I think they're pretty good. Yes, very nice. I'll leave that one be. I'll leave that one be. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. Now we'll just put some parked vehicles in here. Oh dear. Let's save this because I don't know if I'm going to make a mistake with this next little bit. I just want to save it. Oh. Okay. So when you build your own, I highly suggest that you just do it in little bits at a time instead of doing it all in one sitting. I'm going to call it a day after this, just so you've got to keep your mind fresh. Otherwise you get lazy and then you don't you don't spend the time that's needed. If you're going to play on a map for the next 300 hours or more, you want to make sure it's, you don't want to keep looking at something and go, oh man, I wish I would have done that better, or, I'm going to have to start the map again now because I've ruined it here or there. Let's get it right the first time. That's my advice anyway. It does go up quite a way. Yep, it goes out, looks like it's supposed to. Bloody beautiful. Another good mod. Some of these boys, I'm sure have done a great job. And I'll bring the other fork down and then I'll call this a session. And tomorrow we'll come back, we'll start across the road there and put the bakery and all that sort of stuff done, the shopping centre. Probably do the shopping centre next because it's going to take a long time. Same as this one, so yeah, I've got to put some decoration vehicles in here too. And our white line makes all the difference, it really makes all the difference.
here, I'm going to fix the security area up, just this little bit here. They need a path. And give them one. Give them a path from here straight to the door. Doesn't have to be a fantastic one. Just needs to be a path. Okay, and we probably should put a vehicle bay here where they could park. Security can just go straight here. Well, unless they too have to park here. I'm guessing I'm going to do that. I'm guessing I'm going to do that. Decoration, others. We want parking lines. Parking lines, please. Should be any moment. There they are. Just before I do, so I've got room to put my trolley jacks and that over there. So we'll do this. I'll just put some lines here. Here. Okay. This is their lunch area. When you put down a mod, that's more than... When you put down a mod, that costs you 2 slots. So if I put down 4 chairs there, that's going to cost me 8 slots. What I do now is go out, come back into decoration, and now they'll change to 1 slot. Just something to be mindful of. It's a pain in the bum, but every slot in this game, you can have $1 billion in this game and no slots left and your fun's gone. So you've got to protect your slots at all costs. If that makes any sense. But I know what I mean. See, now it's 1 slot. So the first one was 2. So instead of spending 8, I'm actually going to change this and make this way now. We're just going to keep it in that area. Fuck's sake. I'm just going to put a small little barrier around it. Not sure if this is the right one to use. You're going to come from here. Oh. Want a gate, stupid? Yeah, it might be alright. So we're only going to give them a bit of room. Probably something like that. So that they have enough. Of course I built it the wrong bloody way, didn't I? The poster on the outside, that looks friggin' shithouse. Maybe I won't do it in timber. Looks more like a private home timber, so I'm not going to use timber. I might use these. These might be a bit tall though. It's like they're in jail. That probably more suits the industrial look. Yeah, I think we can do that. We can do that. So, then we just bring it to about there. Yeah, it's much better. Put our gate in. And we'll finish it off. Oh, see, as soon as you get trees in, changes everything. And pretty good. Do a little bit of paint in there. Let's put some grass. It's gonna fuck me over, I just know it. Alright, and we'll put some blue metal down at the gate. Oh, is that a double gate? This game's just fucked me over. God, it shits me, eh? It's just fucking... really pissed me off this game. You put a goddamn fence down that doubles it up. It's like fucking ridiculous. It glitches out. Belongs inside more than the other one. Oh shit. Make it in the door. Oh look, this mod has thought of everything. Seriously, so cool. So cool. That. We'll take this one outside. Oh, it's on the other side of the bloody factory. Get. Ah! Get in there! Run. Oh, look. Oh dear. Oh no. It's alright, I suppose. We're here now. See? Retarded. Absolutely fucking retarded. This game can be such a spastic. This game can be such a spastic, eh? It's just ruined it all. So you've got to... Fucking hell. And it won't delete it. Ah, fuck me. Pisses me off this fucking game. Really fucking shits me. Fucking shits me. Fucking shit, man. Fucking B grade crap. What? No. No, I have no ideas for that. Don't do any of this shit yet. I already got one, so it's fine. 2 slots for that, huh? There we go. Road frontage here. I just threw away a slot there. Yeah, of course, won't let me fucking delete it now. What a fucking piece of shit. Fuck, man. Fucking arsehole, dude. Alright, so it's going to give us frontage here. Right. Two slots for that pallet stack. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me, mate. We'll come back for this trolley, huh? You know. Already got them there, haven't we? So could put it here though. No. No. 2 slots for a cardboard box. Really? I'm not putting barriers up. That would defeat the purpose. Parking meter. Not here. Here we go. Plastic box. 2 slots. You must be fucking kidding me, mate. Let's have the other side. Here it is. These boxes. Yep. And taking that one. Put one there. We're going to come back for more of them now. 2 slots for a fucking bin. What? Realism. Things around the other side. Oh, I think I'll get the white roof one. I'm pretty sure I'll be using the other side docks more. So let us just not ruin this. Let's get the trailer first. Okay. How well do they fit in? Yep, nice. Back in between these two, I guess. Oh, no. Small dock for the small trucks. Okay. I'm not going to put any more down just yet. What I will do is put some cars in the car park. And it's going to collide, isn't it? It's ridiculous. You got parking bays and you can't use them because the game's retarded. Absolutely retarded. It's obviously a very busy place to work. The van don't go on a dock level. It's open for my trucks. Yeah, no, they don't do that. What they do is this sort of shit. That's what they do. Black car. What other cars do I usually use? Light blue one. This guy's going to park this way just because he's different. And a little white one. And a grey one. Alright. That's enough people there. That's it for this. Okay, so we'll come out of decoration. It's going to let me. No, it's not. It's not going to let me demolish that fucking gate. I wanted the gate to open inward so I could leave it open. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. We'll just leave the one trailer there, I guess. Oh, you fuck. Oh god, this game's fucking retarded. We haven't got any normal containers. I'll put another one in. Put another trolley jack there. You fucking arsehole. Cunt. This game makes me frustrated. Where? No, you idiot. Some more pallets. Where would they be? the other little trucks? There. Some more little pallets come out of it, and we'll go in again. Should have one pretty close here. It's a shame I haven't got sort of more stuff to put. Yeah, I could put some shelving in there, right? Anyway, we'll see what comes off. Poor little bugger. Oh, I just got to open this door. Righto, mate. Here you go. You feel, come on. Dog had to go outside. Where were we? That's no good. Metal trash. We're gonna have some of that. Gotta go over here, right? That's 3 slots. You gotta be kidding me! Christ's sake! That spends 3 slots. I may as well do it with this sort of garbage. There they are. I had these pallets around the other side, didn't I? I'm stacked in this corner. Alright. Oh, I've already got one. So they're over here, they can stay like that. Another stack just on the other side here. Alright. It's a busy place. No, that's no good. Close the door now.
You've already had your dinner, mate. That's boring. Right. Okay, where were we? I think that's about it. I don't think I really need any more decorating stuff here. I was going to put another trailer on the dock somewhere over here. That kind of covers it fairly well. I might put another one here. I think that would probably do this one.